skip ahead a couple of minutes. We will get started soon. Good morning, good morning. Happy Monday. Come in, come in. We're going to get started in just a minute. Y'all are on time this morning, goodness. Hey, Miss Jennifer. Happy Monday. Ooh, if I can shuffle. How was everybody's weekend? I mean, we had the Knight of Swords reversed twice. We had the Two of Swords. How did that work out for y'all? Good morning. Okay, so we're going to get started in just a second. And you know what? I did not get my singing bowl, so give me 1 second. All right. I've got to have this, the Big Mama bowl. Your weekend was amazing. Awesome. Good morning, good morning. Lots of communication. Okay. You kept your head down. I get it. I get it. Stayed home and relaxed. Did homework. Good for you. Awesome. See, you guys are doing, like, you're taking in the information and you're using it for your highest good, right? It's like, okay, well, this is the energy. I better do this. And it works out best for you, right? So, okay, what we're going to do is we're going to get our weekly Tarotscope. What that means is we're going to look at every day, Monday through Thursday, okay? We're going to pull cards for each day. We're going to find out what's coming up for us throughout the week. That way, we can use this energy, we can use this information for our highest good, okay? The reason why we look ahead is because instead of seeing life happening to us, we can use it and really co-create with the universe, okay? We're not seeing as, oh, I'm being punished, or oh, that just magically happened. No, we are being co-creators, okay? So what we're gonna do first is we're going to balance and amplify our heart chakra, okay? All you do while the bowl is singing is just nice deep breaths in your nose and out your mouth and relax, okay? We wanna relax our shoulders. We want to relax our jaw. We want to be sitting as straight as we can so our spine aligns. If you cannot, that's okay. It'll still work. It just works better if you're able to have a straight spine, okay? And your feet on the floor. Yeah, just take nice deep breaths and only last a few seconds, and then we'll get into the reading, okay? Here we go. Nice deep breaths. Now let's all collectively take one super deep breath in. Fill your lungs, pick up all the anxiety and fear and all that negativity from the weekend and blow it out. And let that go, okay? It's always good. Anytime you're feeling anxious, anytime you're feeling any type of negative emotion, it is always good to just take a nice deep breath, pick it up, and then let it out, okay? You don't want to keep that within you, all right? So what we're going to do first is we're going to get our blessing for the week. We're going to see what the energy of our blessing is, and we're going to see how that pertains to the reading in just a minute. So, okay, so focus on the tarot deck or the oracle deck and ask, what is our blessing for this week? What is our blessing for this week? The blessing of the mothers. Ooh, number 26. Look how pretty this card is. I show YouTube and TikTok. The blessing of the mothers. Hey, Miss Jamie. Okay. So number 26. This is live. It says live up there. It is gorgeous, right? So let's see what we need to know about this week. The fairy gift of a time of unexpected gifts and wonderful synchronicities. I mean, can we not just like take a moment for that and let that soak in? I think we could use a little bit of positivity because we had some energy over the weekend that was not the best. Last week wasn't the best for the first 3 days. So we're going to look at this and take it all in as far as the blessings that we receive and the wonderful synchronicities, okay? So when this blessing comes to you, friend, you receive the blessing of the mothers, the ancient fairy beings of the land known today as Wales. With this blessing comes recognition for your own kindness and generosity, and so now you will find yourself blessed with unexpected gift. The old tales tell us that the mothers will reward those who are kind and caring, especially those who care for the land and for the animals. And so to you, they are sending a boon, a gift of a treasure found in a hidden place, a warm cloak on a cold day offered by a stranger, money readily coming to you so in a strange and lovely way, and ease of suffering in an area you thought held no hope. The blessings of the mothers are unpredictable as they will see your own life and what they will bring to you as is what your soul most needs to feel solace and blessings. If you have felt like there has been a run of bad luck, this will now lift and transform into an effortless flow of all that is good, which is pretty perfect because we just had the new moon in Taurus, right? The new moon in Taurus was all about planting the intentions or planting the seeds of your resources. You know, your resources can be a multitude of things. It's also connected to your finances. It's ruled by Venus. Venus loves luxury. Venus loves beauty. Venus just loves love. Okay? So this is perfect for you to be able to receive these blessings as you go throughout your week. Okay? And I love it because it's not just saying, oh, by the way, you're going to get these blessings. It's saying, we see everything that you're doing. You know, the universe works off of your energy, right? So what you're putting energy into, your kindness, your authenticity, your love, all of that is noticed. It does not go unnoticed, okay? So please understand that. It is a beacon of energy. Energy is. You can't do something without it causing a ripple effect, whether it be positive or negative, okay? So whenever we have this blessing of the mothers, it's number 2, right? Or sorry, 26. So 2 is the feminine energy. It is the motherly energy. 6 is that nurturing, ooey gooey, balanced, lovely type of energy. And then we bring them together and it's 8. 8 is financial abundance, okay? So this is telling you that everything that you do or have done and will do this week are going to be seen, it's like noted, right? So why not do something positive for yourself or for another person? Keep on keeping on whenever you're putting positivity out there into the world, okay? Because you will be rewarded this week. So it's like expect blessings. I like that. Okay, y'all are going to choose the tarot deck that I use, okay? Only vote once in the comments and we will see which one wins the vote, and then that's the one we're going to use for this week. The reason why we do this is because it puts your energy into the reading even further, okay? And the more that you come to these readings, the more they are going to resonate with you personally, right? Even though it's general collective, it will start to impact your life, okay? So deck number 1, Tarot of Mystical Moments, or deck number 2, Wizard's Tarot. So vote only once in the comments, and y'all on TikTok, please help me keep track and keep count. So deck 1 or deck 2. You've been seeing so many synchronicities, Marlo? Good. I saw a bunch this morning, like as far as every time I looked at the clock, it was 22, 33, 44, and I said, okay. Okay, 1 or 2. TikTok is gonna make us count. So is YouTube. Y'all are balanced out right now. Deck 1 or deck 2. And remember, only vote one time, please. That way we can keep track. Camera 1, camera 2. One or two, one or two. While y'all are voting, let me fix this on TikTok so I don't accidentally get dinged, because I always forget about this part. There we go. Fixed it. You think the twos have it? Let's see, let's see. And you're gonna hear Douglas in the background because the neighbors across the street are getting concrete poured into their backyard. So he's freaking out. So twos have it? Wow, okay. Wizards Tarot it is. It's a great deck. They're both really great decks. So you can't go wrong. I don't know if y'all can hear that noise, but it's like a whoom, whoom. That's the concrete truck. Poor Douglas, sure. That dog barks at everything. It's 50-50 there? Okay, well, TikTok tipped it then. All right, let's see. What else? Or what is our Tarotscope for this week? What do we need to know? I love the blessing of the mothers. It's such a nurturing type of energy, right? Because we think about our moms, you know, if you have a good relationship with your mom or a mother-like figure, you know, it's that nurturing energy of like, you're going to have everything that you need. I'm going to take care of you, you know? So that's why we always want to tap into that feminine energy, because it is that energy of nurturing, of being able to see through things and knowing what you need. And it's just like a really comforting type of energy. You pulled the Empress card today? Oh, nice. There we go. Whoops, hang on. It hid your comment. Be kind to your grandchild. I am kind to him. He just needs to stop barking. Sorry, y'all. It's filtering out. Yes, dual blessings with it being plural. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, Douglas is an interesting character, you guys. This is the most weird dog I've ever dealt with. It's like he wants love, but then you start petting him and he starts growling. So it's like he doesn't know what he wants. Yes, that's what I was saying. Or somebody that's like a mom to you. Yeah. Okay, okay. Let's get into, I need to move this because I don't know, it just feels off right there. I'll set it down here. All right, let's get into the weekly Tarotscope. Let's see. And you'll notice in this card too, see the background? It's light and dark. So it's like they're everywhere. They're in the light, they're in the dark. They see your actions, they feel your emotions, they understand, and they're bringing you those blessings for all of the things that you have done for yourself, for other people. And it's like a big energy of being rewarded, okay? All right, let's see. What is it that we need to know this week? All right, for today, Monday, we have the Four of Wands in reverse, okay? So when the Four of Wands is in reverse, it could be there's a situation within the home that's going on, okay? Whenever it's in reverse, it's this feeling of instability, right? So if there is anything going on within the home, this could be a conflict with you and another person that lives in the home. This could be there's something, maybe your home needs to be cleansed. Maybe it needs to be cleaned. Maybe there's something that is broken that needs to be fixed, okay? You don't want things in your house that need to be fixed because that's bad energy, bad feng shui, okay? So when this is in reverse, it is an indication of there is an issue within the home, or at least somebody like really close to you where you're like separating. You're on two different, kind of like two different planes, okay? Now, you can turn this direct by making the repairs in your home, cleansing your home, cleaning your home, fixing whatever needs to be fixed, okay? But if there is an issue with a person within the home, then there would need to be a conversation, and the conversation needs to come from the heart, okay? All my mother figures on the other side. Hey, that's okay. They still see you. They're still here. They haven't gone anywhere. Okay, so we'll talk more about it in just a minute. And I like that it's interesting how it has this mirror or this portal. Okay, so there may be something going on energetically within the home that needs to be closed up. It reminds me of when my youngest son, Jackson, had a portal in his room, and I didn't know it, but a psychic told me, and then he confirmed it years later that there was, in fact, a portal, and it needed to be closed because it was just like open energy where energies could come and go as they pleased, and we didn't need that, right? So, there could be very well something energetic happening within the home that needs to be corrected. That's why I was saying maybe cleanse your energy, clean your space, reset that energetic boundary within your home. Okay, so let's look at Tuesday. Tuesday, we have the Queen of Cups in reverse. Okay, when the Queen of Cups is in reverse, she is a bit emotional, maybe a little bit overbearing about some things. Okay, she's ruled by Cancer. Cancer rules the home. Cancer always or also is affected by the past. Okay, it rules the house, the fourth house. So we can be, here's the thing, like whenever a situation comes up that makes us emotional, we need to work all the way through it, okay? Because if we don't, it's going to resurface in some way, right? We don't want to go back to the past always, okay? So again, there might be something going on within the home, within the family that is causing this disruption energetically, because she's also a very psychic type of energy. She's connected spiritually, she's emotionally in tune, she's all these things. But when there's a problem within the home, that becomes an issue, right? Because the feminine energy always wants to make sure that the space that she stays in the most, it needs to be set, it needs to be peaceful, it needs to be secure. Okay, so if there's a problem within your home or in your space that you haven't fixed today, it can still affect you tomorrow, or it will affect you tomorrow, and until you fix it. Okay. Also, on Tuesday, there may be you may be feeling a little bit hormonal. If you're a woman, you may be feeling hormonal, and it's telling you, hey, rest if you need to. Practice the pause, okay? Understand if you're feeling hormonal. I know when I am, and I'm like, I just need to take a breath and relax, okay? Because like I said before, we have the blessing of the mothers, right? There's a lot of feminine energy happening so far as we can see, right? So you're having this support, whether it's physical or spiritual. You typically have spiritual all the time, right? So it's like there might be this feminine energy, and it can be hormones, it can be emotional from past events, and it's telling you, hey, let me check myself and see how I'm feeling about this. Let me turn it direct, take my power back, and then I'll be good to go. Okay. You might also have an issue with another woman on Tuesday, or with a woman on Tuesday who is not in the best of places, emotionally, spiritually, all those things, okay? Because when the Queen of Cups is in reverse, she can be emotionally manipulative, okay? If you come across someone who is this way and you can see through it, are we going to participate in that? No. We are not giving our energy to people that we can plainly see are going through something and trying to manipulate their way through a situation, okay? We don't participate in that. We don't give that energy, because when we give it energy, it grows, and we're not doing that. When you understand how energy works, the more you put your energy into something, the more it's going to grow. So it's going to be something positive, or it's going to be like an egregore, like something negative, like a ball of energy, whatever it's going to manifest as, okay? So just be very aware. Let's make sure I'm not missing anything. We closed and protected our home last night. I've been talking to my older child about a friend that is draining her and using her as a therapist. Oh, yeah. She does need to be mindful about that. Yeah, because they will dump all of their stuff on you, and it will cause you stress, you anxiety. You have to energetically cleanse yourself often, okay? So let's look at Wednesday. Ooh, Wednesday we have the Ace of Wands. Look at that. New, fresh energy. an energy of opportunity, okay? An energy of growth. This is a new offer, a new opportunity, new energy. So like you might just wake up on Wednesday morning and be like, I am ready to go. I am fired up. Let's go. Okay. There is this, we can also think of the Ace of Wands as like the magical wand, right? So watch your intentions. This is a really good day to set intentions, especially after a new moon, because when you think of the moon, let me put this down. What is here? Oh, we have the Hermit underneath. I like that. We'll talk about that in a second. But when you think about a new moon, okay, the moon phases. The new moon is dark, right? And then in the days following, you start to see the little crescent start to build. You start to see the cup build. So that's a really good day to set those intentions of manifestation, okay? Because the cup is filling. And then once it gets full, it's like things come to fruition, okay? So this is a really good day after this new moon to really set those intentions. And I was going to say your intuition will also be on point on Wednesday. So it's like whatever your spidey sensors are telling you on Wednesday, listen to it, okay? And again, if you're looking for something new as far as a new opportunity, something new and exciting, then this would be the day that it appears, okay? So remember, we have the blessings of the mothers, right? So it's like throughout all of this energy, you're being supported, you're being loved, you're being nurtured, and then here comes this blessing, okay? And the Hermit underneath is the one that knows better, that pays attention to the internal self, right? That wants to understand things, that has learned things and applies things, because everything that you're going through is an opportunity to learn and grow. And you want to be able to navigate through this week with your wisdom. Got it? All right, let's look at Thursday. Thursday, we have the King of Wands. Okay, well, that was fast. We went straight from the Ace to the King. So when we have the King of Wands showing up, he is fired up to take action, okay? King energy is masculine energy. Masculine energy takes action on the things that they desire, that they want. They really are intuitive and they're like, let's go, okay? And it's not the fiery Knight of Wands, because the Knight of Wands is that young energy, like let's go party, let's go have fun, let's do this and this and that. The King of Wands is very mature, okay? He understands the proper steps to take. He understands how to move on things that are not just desire, not that immature desire, but a responsible, like boss-like type of movement, okay? It is connected to the I am. It's very, very Aries type energy here, okay? Aries rules the first house, which is the house of I am. It's the house of the self, okay? So it's like you really leveling up this week in this type of energy. Got it? Thursday's your 42nd birthday. Oh, happy early birthday. That's right. Wednesday is the last day of the month. Thank you for that reminder. Yeah, Thursday is May 1st. Can y'all believe it? We're already about to be in May. This is crazy. It is going by fast, right? Thursday's your birthday as well. Okay, we got lots of happy birthdays. That's funny. Don't forget to do your rabbit Wednesday night and Thursday morning. Don't forget that. Here's your reminder, okay? Set the timeline now. Yes, yes, yes. We just had a new moon in a Venus rule sign. Taurus is present and slow moving. So that's what this energy is calling for. Oh, I love that. Yeah, see, it's they're all speaking, right? And like I said, underneath we have the Hermit. It's going to be May. Yeah. Oh man, now that song's going to be stuck in my head. Thanks. But anyway, so again, I do feel like this might be us preparing for the new month, as far as like getting your home in order, getting your home all like cleansed and cleaned and energetically ready. And then again, tapping into our spiritual self, because there might be something that happens also on Tuesday that kind of disconnects you, or like kind of, takes your attention elsewhere. So it's like, hey, don't forget to reconnect, because it can cause most emotional issues. Again, it could be just a day where you're just not feeling it, or you're feeling a little bit emotional, or you're dealing with a woman who is not in a good place. Okay. So you have to decide, am I going to deal with this? Am I going to put up with this? Am I going to participate in this or not? Okay. Wednesday, really gearing up for the new month, fiery energy, new, fresh, opportunity, growth, excitement. Okay. So again, it's going to be like, I'm fired up today to get moving on something. And then Thursday is we have the King of Wands. It's like, let's freaking go. Because think of May. May is the 5th month. Okay. April is the 4th month. 4 is slow moving energy. So you've probably felt like this month was like, not that the month was creeping by, but it felt like the energy was just like, oh God, here we go. I realized just the other day that I hadn't posted on social media, like on TikTok or Instagram or whatever, in over a month. And the reason being is I went into hermit mode naturally. Okay. And that's going to happen as you're going through your own journey, and you have to allow yourself to do that. Okay. When you realize that there's some sort of block there, it's most likely telling you, hey, take a break, because you can get so burned out. Like I was here, Mondays and Fridays, because this is my jam. I love doing this. But the thought of posting on social media was just like, ugh, and I did not want to do it. Plus the fact that I was working on a project, because I'm changing up the way we do the self-paced tarot apprenticeship. I'm making it much more accessible for everybody. I will announce when it's ready. I'm hoping to have it ready by this week. But anywho, it's about doing the things that you need to do, right? It's very logical minded, very slow moving 4. It's like, okay, gotta, right? Then we move into the 5th month. 5 is all about sudden change, movement, a pivotal moment in your life, travel, all those good things. Okay, so these last few days, we got to prepare for the next month. We got to tie some things up. We got to do what we know to do, and we got to follow that energetic knowing. Okay, if you don't follow that energetic knowing, you're just putting yourself further and further and further away from your higher self, right? So you graduate May 17th and you're struggling. You're not struggling. Take that out of your vocabulary. You are preparing. Okay? You're going to do just fine. You felt like a hermit all month? Yeah. Same. Trouble getting traction? Yeah. It was just a month of I didn't want to. It was so weird. And I didn't realize how long it had been. And I looked and I was like, holy cow. I mean, it's not good to not post on social media for that long whenever you're running a business that's fueled by social media. However, luckily, a lot of my content from the past is like evergreen. So I was still getting business off of that and followers and things like that. But you have to do what is best for you so you can be ready for what is to come next. Because I even told the gals, Jamie and Maddie and Ann, I told them, I said, I think I'm going through a shift. And so my body and energy are preparing me for this. And it feels different to me. I can always feel when there's a shift coming, because it just feels like I'm going in and out of that energy, in and out, in and out. And so you might have felt that before, where you're like here one moment, but then you're in what feels like a different type of energy, and then you're back here, and then later you're feeling a different energy here. That's you really like preparing your energy to go through this shift. Okay, it's kind of like getting you used to that water. Like, we're going to dip you into this timeline, and then we're going to bring you out. Then we're going to dip you in a little bit further, and then we're going to bring you out. Got it? Like cold water, and you're just like, oh, I got to get my body used to this. Okay, so just be aware that if you've been feeling that, it's completely normal. Okay, trying to lean more into my sacral authority and not take action on things unless they inspire me versus feel like I have to. Yeah, 100%. You feel the energy? Good. Oh, you're talking about Jamie. Good. I'm going to Boston this weekend with my sister. It's going to be a nice way to start May. Yeah. So see, y'all are getting it. Y'all are, see, a lot of us are going through this shift, and you're going to go through it in your own way. Okay. And the way that you can go through this and give yourself ease is by surrendering to it, by acknowledging that it's happening. Okay. Not freaking out, not panicking, and knowing that, you know what? The universe is always supporting me. So I'm going to trust that the universe is supporting me in this way. And as I go into this new timeline, as I go into this new shift or this new cycle, I know that this is leading me to something even better. Okay? I've been saying it for the last week that I'm on the ride that takes you up and drops you unknowingly. Yeah, 100%. I have a desire to just jump in. Yeah, the toe dipping is frustrating. Yeah, Heather, look, I get frustrated too because I'm like, let's go. I don't have time for this him hawing around, right? It's very country saying there. But it's like, yeah, let's go. Like, put me in the shift already. But you have to get your body ready. Otherwise, you'll run back out of it because you're like, holy crap, I was not expecting that. And they're like, hey, we tried to tell you. We tried to dip you in slowly, but you wanted to know what it was like to jump fully in. So, yeah. Yeah, ping pong game. Yeah, crazy dreams. Uh-huh. See? Y'all are great. Okay, so let's get some oracle. And again, with this blessing of the mothers, this is saying, hey, we're preparing you for this. So you might feel this little agitated energy, but come Wednesday and Thursday, you're going to feel completely different. Okay? And again, there might be some tests that happen, right? It might be something within the home, and it might be somebody else that you know maybe on Tuesday. There might be some I hate saying test because I was never a good test taker. However, that's the way you can like wrap your mind around it. There might be some instances that you have to deal with where it's like, are you ready? Are you going to do what is for your highest good? Are you going to lead with compassion, lead with love? Are you going to set boundaries? Are you going to do this and this and that? Okay, if you do what is for your highest good or the highest good of humanity, then you get the blessings coming. Does that make sense? Look at that at the bottom. Door of value or door to value. I like that. Yeah, you definitely need time to prepare. Studying for the test. I like it. Oh. All right, let's see. What else do we need to know this week? What else do we need to know? And, you know, it makes sense that we have the Ace of Wands and the King of Wands happening right as we're transitioning into May, because May 5 is more of a masculine energy because it's like, go, go, go. Change, let's go, let's do it. So 4 is more of a feminine, practical type of energy, like, hey, let's rest. Let's do what is necessary. Let's look at things as they are. We got to get these things done. And 5 energy is like, but I want to go. I want to move. I want to be free. So, yeah. All right. Let's see what else we need to know this week. Angel of Balance. Ooh, look at that. Number 48. I love that. I don't know if we've ever gotten this card. Let's read it. There's that 4 again that we've been talking about, and 8. Okay, so the Angel of Balance, being centered and self-honoring in your choices. Were we not just talking about that? Remember how I said you might go through some instances or experiences early this week where you're going to get the opportunity to be in that sovereign type of energy, to be in your highest power, to take your power back or set boundaries, whatever needs to happen, right? Here's what it's telling you. This loving presence holds a pitcher of liquid light in front of the pyramids, reminding you that a strong destiny relies on a solid foundation of personal balance and emotional equanimity. Although things may have been out of sync in the past, this card is telling you that a greater equilibrium is now coming to your life. Remain conscious about how you are balancing your goals and your physical, emotional energy as well. Whenever you feel yourself getting off center or losing focus, call upon this beautiful angel and bring her intention into your heart center. Your intuition will lead you in the right direction, and the angel will guide you to a peaceful and centered approach. Okay? So there you go. You can use this energy. And you know, it just made me think of the Four of Wands in reverse. There's a house I'm supposed to go look at today, and that just made me realize that this might not be the one for us. We might wind up just staying here because there's a severe lack of options in my community. All right. Let's see what else we need to know. But yeah, calling on the angel of balance, calling on the archangels, your guides, anybody to help you to bring this into your energy, okay? Because if you're feeling out of balance, you'll feel anxiety, you'll feel fear, you'll feel all these things. Ask for them to bring it to you, to wash it over you. Whatever's going to feel right to you, you can do that. But just be receptive to it. Don't just be like, hey, you know, can you bring me peace? And then you go on about your day doing things that bring you anxiety and letting your brain just ruminate over anxious thoughts. You can't do that. Yeah. Well, you know, the ones that I have around me in my community, I can afford them. It's just I'm unwilling to pay that kind of money for something that I don't feel like it's worth it. So I'm like, you know, either I'm going to stay in this house, or there's one more option that I'm looking at today. And if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. And I'll just know that the universe is like, you know what, just stay put one more year and we're going to see what happens. So yeah. Heather. She said I need to call on the angel of getting my shit together. That's so funny and true. Like, I get it. I talk to my guides and angels every day. Express so much gratitude. Yeah, you always want to express gratitude because that just shows them that, yeah, I want to build this connection. Yes, I value your help and your guidance, and gratitude is everything. Ooh, a talisman, number 49. So we had 48, now we have 49. Let's see. I love these decks. A lesson truly learned is crystallized a lesson truly learned is crystallized as earned wisdom. You have all you need for the success you seek, which is interesting because we had the Hermit at the bottom of the deck, right? The Hermit is all about wisdom. Says, wisdom allows you to recognize traps on the road and familiar patterns that you want to avoid. Remember how I said you might have some experiences happening the first 2 days of this week? Pay attention. It also enables you to quickly gather information about where you are on your journey. It helps you recognize your allies and know how to find the best routes along the way. Now you're at a place where you know the right things to do and the best choices to make. You really can't commit a mistake. Whatever your inquiry, great fortune awaits you, for you have the wisdom to arrive at the right decision. You've learned your lessons and earned the right to your success. Okay? Is that not exciting? Because this is exactly what this the blessings of the mothers is telling you. It's like you've earned what's coming to you this week. There are blessings happening for you this week. You've earned it. Be excited, be happy, be proud, be grateful. Not just to the universe and to the blessings, be grateful to you, right? Don't forget about yourself and your gratitude because, you know, we're all here winging it, right? This is all our perceived first time here. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, nobody is an expert at being human. So be proud of yourself for making it this far, for learning as much as you have, for wanting to do good in a world that is really designed right now to make you cynical, to make you depressed, to make you just irritated. And you know what I'm saying? So be proud of yourself that you're not willing to fall into that trap. You're the rebel, right? Because what is the rebel? Y'all tell me in the comments. Yes, blessings earned. Exactly, Marlo. We have the wisdom to know what's the right path. You've learned those lessons. Now use that knowledge. Yep. All right, let's see. Let's see. What is the rebel? I haven't seen any answers yet. We've talked about this. We talked about this on Friday. I'm going to wait for an answer. Y'all should know this. Anytime that card comes up, anytime we talk about the rebel or rebelling, what do I say? What is a true rebel? Yeah, one that cannot be manipulated. Yeah, goes against the grain for change. She said, I'm feeling called on in class. Remember, the rebel is intelligent. The rebel is the one that is going against the grid or the grind or the grain, whatever you want to call it. They're going against the grain because they know better. They're not doing it just to be different. They are, yes, Molly got it. They are smart. They are intelligent. They're doing it because there's a reason. Okay, it's very Aquarius energy. Aquarius is very intelligent. They are the rebels. Okay, so whenever you are doing things differently in your life and you know which path to take, you know what's going to be for your highest good, you are going against the grain. You're rebelling. Okay, so let's see. Ooh, we have essence. Look at this. We haven't pulled this one yet. It is number 19. Look, it's got a koi. Koi fish are lucky. So let's see what it wants to tell us. Oops. Find your essence. Simplify and contemplate in the Zen garden of your mind. Discover the stillness in the center of the cyclone. Do what's important and let go of the rest. Okay? Like I said, today there might be this feeling of the energy is off in the home. Okay? What's funny is I was hit my foot. I was feeling that a little bit this morning, and so I went and lit a candle and set intentions for my candle. Okay? You energetically know, pay attention to that because the energy is telling you, hey, it's out of balance or something's stuck, something's going on. And so do something to reorganize that energy or to move something so the energy can flow. Got it? So we have the essence, and this is telling you, it says, peel away everything that isn't truly you and let your essence shine. If you've ever watched a cut crystal hanging in a window in the sun, you'll remember seeing small rainbows around the room, yet they all emanate from the same source. You have different parts that comprise your identity, yet beneath it all is your spiritual core. Take time to find your source and live life from your center. If something doesn't give you joy, don't do it, or find a way to make it more pleasurable. Don't try to expand your personal power and intent without first exploring and understanding the wisdom of your soul. Okay? You want to honor your soul. You want to honor your higher self. You want to honor divine source energy. Okay? Because that is where the knowing comes from. I've told you many times, you all know the answers to what you seek. Okay, but you have to be the one to tap into that essence to know that you have this ability. Okay, you might do it or receive that information differently than I do, but it's all the same. Got it? I really feel like this week would be a great week for you to really focus on honoring your feminine self. okay? Honoring that feminine knowing and being confident in that knowing, and see what happens, okay? Use it as an experiment. I made an abundance energy candle during the new moon and have it burning. Good. Yeah. What else do we need to know? Good, Molly. She said, I said this morning that I'm going to shed all the BS and be myself. That's the best thing you could ever do for yourself. All right, what else do we need to know this week? Ooh, what passion am I ready to pursue? It says, your passions will continually lead you to your purpose. What passions have you put to the side, given up on, or buried? What passion is ready to come alive in you? Today's soul action, or we can see it as this week's soul action. Write a list of the passions to which you want to give life right now. Then journal how you can incorporate more of what you are passionate about into your daily life. So write a list of things that you would like to experience or begin, and then write out how you can incorporate little pieces of that into your daily life, because that's going to get you really close to your goals. Trust your soul's whispering and let your passions Trust your soul's whispering and let your passions draw you towards your dream life. Okay? Your passions are what fuel you, right? They ignite your soul. They call to you. So if you are constantly trying to snuff those out, that's where misery comes. That's where illness and depression and all that comes, because it's coming from that unlived life. Got it? You asked your candle to bring you passion? Oh, okay. You got to do what lights you up. Otherwise, like, your soul needs to feel that, kind of like you stoke a fire. Your soul needs to feel that, right? If you're not stoking your own internal flame, then you're going to dim it, and you have no energy to fight off disease, to really be happy and manifest and all of that. Okay, it'll all go into the dark, into the negative. Okay, so you have to stoke that fire. What else do we need to know? Ooh, I like Raccoon Inventor. Such a cute card. Let's get rid of that. Okay. Inventor. Isn't it cute? All right. It says, decide on what you really want. There we go. You have the ingenuity to claim it. Avoid being the trickster and practice integrity. You have many roles and can juggle them well. So you don't have to pretend like you're somebody else. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to be anybody else in order for you to be able to live in your authenticity, right? Sorry, you guys, I didn't know it hit all these comments. So this is telling you, like, write down what you want to experience and know that this passion is in there, because that is what fuels your fire. That is what stokes that internal flame. Okay. And it's not going to be something as far as like, egotistical, like, oh, I want so-and-so to desire me. I want them to this and this and that. Get over it. We don't do that here. That is low vibe, toxic, evil stuff. Okay. This is telling you that it's time for you to start setting those intentions, especially with this Taurus new moon. Like, what do I love? What am I passionate about? What brings me peace and joy? And what's going to be good for me? and you write those things down and ask your higher self, how can I incorporate this into my life now? And you'll start to get ideas. Write them down, okay? All right, let's see. Oh, and don't forget, I'm going to send out an email soon that the speaking engagement that I have, it's online. It's through the LA Tribune, the Los Angeles Tribune, is going to be from May 1st through May 7th. It's free, okay? There's going to be many speakers, some people you're really going to recognize. But yes, I will be speaking, I think it's the 6th or the 7th. I'll have to let y'all know when my date and time is scheduled, but you can attend all the speakers for free, but I will send out the email and the link for you to RSVP today or tomorrow, because we have a meeting for it today, and so I'll find out more information. But if you're not subscribed to my email list, then go to the link in my bio, or YouTube, go to the link in the description and make sure that you're subscribed, okay? All right, let's see. You know, the avoid being the trickster and practice integrity is like keeps popping out to me. And I feel like this is part of the blessings of the mothers, is like, you know, the people that really use integrity, that don't do things for, you know, get rich quick or get attention, or, you know, go to the lowest common denominator when you're trying to like pander to people. The universe sees that, right? I always try to lead everything that I do in my business and in life with integrity. And so when you're doing that, the universe picks up on that and you get blessings, okay? It might be frustrating because on the surface, it looks like the people that are being deceptive and being manipulative and all that stuff, that they are getting everything. But in the end, you will receive blessings upon blessings upon blessings. They will get their karma, okay? You're both getting karma, but do you understand what I'm saying? You will get the karmic blessings. They will get the karmic lessons, okay? All right, let's see what you hear, Douglas. You would think he would realize that nobody's invading the home right now. It's all outside. All right. What else do we need to know this week? We have courtship. Okay. So, I mean, we just had the new moon in Taurus, which is ruled by Venus, but courtship can mean a couple of things. It could mean a few things, right? It can mean that you might meet somebody new this week. Okay. It can also indicate that it might go to the next level for you and a person that maybe you're dating. Also, this is about you. Think about, you know, what courtship means, okay? So the guy is interested in the girl, right, which is in this example, and he is doing everything to make sure that she knows that he is interested, that he's the one, and all this other stuff. And she's like, oh, okay, she's being receptive to this, right? So when we are looking at courtship as far as a project, a career, anything, it's like you have to make it known to the universe that, yes, this is what I desire. This is what I want to be in. Give me 1 second. Now he's got Reed barking. Douglas. Shh. Come here. You stop barking too. Reed came in here and he's like, yeah, I'm not going to be out there getting in trouble with him. But do you understand what I'm saying? So courtship is like you have to make it known what your intentions are, right? Kind of like a father is like, what are your intentions for my daughter or with my daughter? The universe is like, what are your intentions? What is it that you really want? Okay, you have to make it known, and you have to support that intention by continuously giving it attention. Okay, so think about when a guy is interested in a woman, he will continuously every day make sure that she knows that he is interested, right? Because otherwise she might be thinking, oh, he's lost interest in me, he's not this and that, whatever. Well, he freak out, right? Well, if you continually show the universe that you're interested, this is called consistency, then the universe, that ripple effect really comes, like grows, and then it comes back to you. Does that make sense? I can see it in my head. Just saw my post on the Fool's Journey. Oh, good. I'm glad you liked it. Let's see. Let's get our money deck and see what our money message is for the week. See what else we need to know. But I am seeing a lot of feminine energy this week, especially, the first couple of days. It's like the feminine energy is surrounding this masculine energy. And then at some point this week, which is going to be Wednesday or Thursday, that masculine energy like comes alive or, starts moving. You understand what I'm saying? So it does feel like this feminine cocoon and then like birth. Thank you all for the help in the comments. I appreciate it. We did have feminine energy last week too. Oh, look at that. We got legal, okay? There's 3 ways to resonate with this, all right? Number 1, you might have to take care of some legal matters related to financial issues. Number 2, you could receive money from some kind of legal matter. Or number 3, this is a good time to handle any legal matters involving money. Okay, so it's telling you this could be legal as far as like you signing a contract for something, right? Or you receiving a settlement or something that you were owed. Not old. I can hear him barking. It's distracting me. So something that you were owed, and it's telling you that if you do have any legal things that you need to take care of them, right? Because it could be an issue going on with the home, which is causing this imbalance, or there's something with legal issues that is causing this imbalance within you, right? Or around you. All right, let's do the Rebel deck and we will call it a day, especially because he's getting louder and louder, and I don't typically allow barking during tarot sessions. This is a collective reading, so it's different, but personal tarot readings, no. I would be out there and he would be quiet. Hold on, I gotta verify myself. Oh, I don't like this new way they do it. There we go. Okay. All right, so this is the Rebel deck. Yeah, poor old man Douglas. He's such a weirdo. This dog. He's so funny that he's like the smartest dumb dog I've ever experienced. He could be like, he really trained himself on going to the back door and letting me know he needs to go potty, or to let me know when they're out of water and this and this and that. But then there's other things where he'll be running to try to get up on the couch and he runs smack dab into the side of the couch. Oh. So I don't know. He's an interesting dog. All right, let's see. What is the Rebel message for this week? Again, if you are sensitive, you get your feelings hurt easily, it's time to scroll away because the Rebel deck might hurt your feelings. Your dog does that too with the couch? Yeah, I don't understand it. He knows exactly how to jump up on the couch, but it takes him like 2 tries or at least 3 tries to get it every time. Every time. He's so silly. Anywho, okay, let's see. What is our message for this week? What do we need to know? Ooh, stop obsessing. You are not the fucking center of the universe. Okay? We've talked about this card before. Okay? You are not the, what's it called? Oh, what's the word? exception to the rule. You are not the exception to the rule. Okay, so did you see how I just forgot what I was gonna say, and then I just like took a moment to open my mind? You can try that. If you lose something, try that as well. Just open your mind, let it come in. So anywho, you are not the exception to the rule. So that means that blessings can come your way. Okay, that means that the universe does co-create with you, right? And so it's telling you to be the co-creator. You are not the center. Things aren't happening to you. You're not being punished, and everybody's not obsessing over you. They're dealing with their own lives. So stop worrying about what other people think, do, or say. Okay? So this is telling you that you are the co-creator with the universe. You are a spark of the divine. And so if you're wanting to create things in your life, you can do so. You just have to stop like thinking that it doesn't happen for you, that you're not good enough, or the universe doesn't see you, because let me tell you, they do. Do you see you? Okay, so I hope this helps you. If you need anything else, everything on TikTok is linked in my bio. If you'd like to book a private session, if you'd like to join my tarot community or the tribe, all that stuff is linked in my bio. YouTube, it is linked down below in the description. If you have any questions, feel free to put them below, and I'm happy to answer them for you. Okay? And for those of you trying to be the Christians coming in and trying to school me on Christianity, your Bible has all of this in it. So go read it. All right. So I hope you all have a wonderful week. I will see you back here Friday morning, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. We'll talk about the weekend. And yeah, it's going to be great. Mwah! Love you all.